Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Same Lilithmon map, same Gatomon memory counter. So let's go ahead and finish off the left side of this box with these 4 packs. We've had some good pulls recently. We've pulled a fair number of super rares. I neglected to count how many that we've pulled so far. I know that's been at least 3 with 8 in the box. It means we're kind of on par. Crabmon, Bearmon, Tiny Dinosaur, Toyagumon. We've gotten like all the vanillas for all the colors pretty much. Gazamon, X-Digivolution, Salamon, Okuamon X-Antibody, Pegasusmon, Maki, Grandest Scissors, 4 play cost, main suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then unsuspend one of your Digimon with Insectoid in its traits, and it may attack your opponent's Digimon. And then security effect, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. So what I'm getting from this ability is that it can attack, it may attack your opponent's Digimon. Because like Digimons would be like a weird pluralization there, I believe what it's saying is that you get to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then your Insectoid Digimon can attack any of them. Suspended or unsuspended, doesn't matter, he can attack them. So that's pretty neat. Sunrise Buster, a 5 play cost, main. You may play 1 yellow or red Tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. Then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn for each yellow and or red Tamer you have in play. Security, activate this card's main effect. So you get to play a Tamer, and at a 5 play cost, that's kind of high. I think the average Tamer I like playing are 3s, maybe a 4. So that brings this one's cost down to more like a 1 or a 2 if you got a Tamer in your hand. And then you get to use the second effect, which again, you would most likely get to use it at least once. Yeah, there'd be no reason to play this if you don't have a Tamer in your hand. Or one already out on the field. Because either you wouldn't get the first effect, or you wouldn't get the second effect, or you wouldn't get any of the effect. Which I guess could be useful if it's like a very niche situation where you have like 4 memory, or 3 or 4 memory, and you want to pass your opponent, but you don't want to give them the full 3 memory. If you play this one down, you can't resolve any of its effects. Like, you could still play it, because you may, and then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 for each, so it's like, you don't have to do any of this one's things for it to happen, but it's just kind of a way that's a resource, but it could give you out of a bind there. This one's alright. I'd probably put 2 in a deck if I was working with it. Next pack. Grizzlymon, Tesla Jellymon, Ninjamon, Flare Rock Soul, Metadoramon, Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon, Groundfang, Dorumon, Guiomon X-Antibody, X-Program. We got Jellymon, a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. Your turn once per turn. When you play a blue Tamer, draw 1 card. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When an effect adds a card to your hand, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. It's alright versing a Rookie Rush, so I would put it in a side deck, but I don't know about actually putting in a deck, because like you would have to use like either D-Digivolution cards to reduce them, or you'd have to be playing versus a Rookie Rush to really get this one's full effect, I feel. Makomon, a 5 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost from purple or yellow. It is a dual color. 4,000 DP. Security at the end of battle. Play this Digimon without paying its memory cost. And then the inherited effect is on deletion if this Digimon has 2 or more colors, gain 2 memory. So really meant to be used in a DNA Digivolution deck. Her entire line, I believe, is purple-yellow, so that's nice. But yeah, it's meant to have those 2 colors. It's alright. Really, it's kind of like vanilla, and then this is nice, but it's not going to really give you any huge benefit. If you want to build a deck around her, that's where I would see her to be useful. Not so much just like, oh, this Digimon, this card's good for this deck. All right, Eye of the Gorgon, X Digivolution, Startling Thunder, Leomon X Antibody, Dark Superstarmon, Metal Piranhamon, Sanglupomon, Nefertimon, Kuagamon X Antibody, or Kokuagamon X Antibody, Dexdoru Greymon, Gaia Force 0. This is an 8 play cost. When you would use this card, if you have a Digimon with X Antibody and its Digivolution cards in play, reduce the memory cost of this card by 2. Main, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 13,000 DP or less. Then one of your Digimon with Greymon in its name may attack your opponent. Security, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. This is just a better Gaia Force. I mean, Gaia Force lets you delete any of your opponent's Digimon. This one is specifically one of 13,000 DP or less. Other than going up against a mirror match with a red deck versus a red deck, where they're really known for their attack power, this should get rid of most things. I could see either putting this in your main deck and putting the regular Gaia Force in the side deck, or if you've got Gaia Force in the side deck, putting this one in the main deck, so that if you do reach a situation in games where you're like, I'm versing red, they've got high attack power, I can't get the full effect of this off, I'm going to swap it out for the regular Gaia Force. I could see that being useful. This is a good show of, like, with Makomon, I'm just like, I don't know what deck I would put it in other than that specific one. This is one where I would put it in, like, most red decks. Even if you can only put the X Antibody in certain situations, this one could still find its way into other decks. Then we got War Greymon X Antibody. He's a 12 play cost, a 4 Digivolution cost, 12,000 DP. Digivolve 1 from War Greymon. All turns, when this card is removed from your... when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, gain 1 memory. End of turn, once per turn. If War Greymon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. Oh. So yeah. That's pretty nice. That almost gives it piercing in a way. Because, like, you could attack into the security. It's a 12,000 body, but red is known for pumping up the Digimon, so it probably would be more like a 15. Then if it survives that security, you can delete a Digimon in play of your opponent's that has 15,000 DP or less. And that would skirt around Retaliation, I believe, because Retaliation is like, delete the Digimon that deleted this in battle. I think it's in battle. 90% sure of that. And so because of that, you could skirt around that and get a way to play around it. I could see 2 in a deck. I'll have to see if he would want to go in my Greymon deck. I can't remember if we're missing this one, to be honest. We could. I'll check off camera. We only got 1 pack left here. Garumon X Antibody. Ibidramon. Kongo. Growlmon X Antibody. Kosgamamon. Awakening of the Golden Knight. Zemailmon. Another Pagumon. Suijinmon. And I just want to point out, I have a lot easier time saying his name than the other ones, because I was a Gate Guardian fan. So Suijin, easy for me to say. The other two, Raijin, I'm not entirely certain I'm saying those correctly. Koromon, 2 eggs, okay. Mimi and Joe, 4 play costs, start of your turn. If you have a suspended Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. If your opponent has a suspended Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. All turns, when one of your green or blue Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you may suspend this tamer to draw 1 card. Play this card without paying its memory cost as a security ability. This is probably my favorite of the dual color tamers in this set that have things like this, because what is it? TK and Izzy, I think it was. They've got one where it's like dealing with level 5s, which I said, how often is that going to happen? If both of you and your opponent are playing right, you should both have suspended Digimon, where like you are attacking, they're attacking, you're attacking, very tit for tat. So this one seems like a very easy circumstance to get both of those effects off. And then we got Cool Boy. 2 play cost. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon with X antibody in its traits and 1 option card with X antibody in its traits among them to your hand. Place the rest of the cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a same level Digimon with X antibody in its traits, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory and draw 1 card. Security, play this card without paying its memory cost. I could see putting 1 or 2 in the deck. Really, this is going to be made for an X antibody deck. Duh. Because the main ability is when it digivolves into a same level Digimon with X antibody. So that's literally like Greymon into Greymon X antibody, Gyomon into Gyomon X antibody. It has to be something like that. It can't be Greymon into Metal Greymon X antibody because they're not the same level. So yeah, that one's again a very niche kind of place deck to put it in. And that is all the packs of this video. I was going to grab one more and I couldn't remember that we were on the last one. Anyways, I'm going to check the War Greymon off camera, see if that was the last one that we needed or not for the super rares. If you got any ideas of what you guys want me to do, any decks you want me to build, leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It really helps the channel. And until then, I will see you next time.